And he is immediately met. The backfield runs through the contact and then throws a shoulder for good measure.
Chuck this team this year. That is true. High in the air. Right center field. Brandon Compton. Welcome to 2025.
Edwards pulls off and buries it. Richardson drives out for Robbie Ryan. Her three right on the money.
Takes his shot for Darby. Flag out. Doesn't matter. Touchdown.
What is up, my Pitchfork Lunch peeps? Yes, it is very late. I know, a late start. It has been an awesome, a tough, awesome / busy day. And yes, I am Michael Harris, at Diablo00 on XR, formerly known as the Twitter. Check out the show live there, usually every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. Right now, it's from about 2 to 3. It might not even go that long, but But yes, every Monday through Friday, 12 to 1 usually. Right now, again, late, I'll explain it, but breaking crazy news and, breaking news. Bummer is breaking news, but we'll get to it. And also the IG, you can go there. Michael.Caratanudo.5, as you know, is the wonderful IG to go to. You can go to that. Plus, also, you guys know it. The YouTube channel, guys. Go to YouTube. You see my name, Michael Caratanudo. You know how to get there. But the page is at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005 at MVC 005 on YouTube, guys. And subscribe. Watch live, yes, but subscribe, because anything you have missed a plethora, and I will say that. Two favorite words in the English language I get to say. A plethora of phenomenal con reviews here on Pitchfork Lunch, as you can't. Again, it's one of those things where it's whether it's coaches, players, voices, insiders, alum, and athletic director who we're going to catch up with. Who's been on obviously the program very soon. So inevitably, yes, my friends, it is. You need to binge watch season 1, binge watch season 2, keep watching season 3. Although if you already watched them, then cool. You can go back and watch again. Watch your favorite episodes. Either way. But yes, go to YouTube. Again, it's Emerson Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005 at MVC 005 on YouTube. All right, so we're going to start with the news that, again, started floating around last night. Kind of shared some of it because I saw it from football, but it was confirmed. I did dig around, and a little bit ago while here at baseball, I'm actually at Phoenix Muni, a little fall media availability for Sun Devil baseball, which again, absolutely awesome. Meeting a lot of the new faces. Yes, we'll bring that to you. Not today, not all today, but and then obviously quite a few of the returners, pitchers, fielders that are back. So yes, Sun Devil baseball again, starting their fall practice. Ease into it, but yeah. So come spring, they will be ready to go. Or I guess technically they start in February, so it's still technically starting in winter because spring solstice isn't until like March 21st, 20th, 21st, 22nd. But nonetheless, anyway, we don't need I guess we don't need the season lessons, but it was confirmed Sam Levitt will not play tomorrow night against Utah. And yeah, it was put out there yesterday. Again, I shared it while watching Thursday Night Football. A friend of the program, obviously, Chris Cartman, the publisher of Sun Devil Source for 24/7 Sports, had put it out there saying that the injury report, his status on the injury report from that was there on Tuesday. That was there on Tuesday. That went up Wednesday, and then from Wednesday to Thursday, it had changed, and now today being Friday. So yes, he was downgraded, but he will not. Yeah, he will not play tomorrow. Again, tomorrow night against Utah. That means Jeff Sims, and yes, Sun Devil fans, we'll get to it, but he did play last year against Cincinnati again. But now another year in this. Offense again. Coach Arroyo played it the other day, just talking about how Jeff Sims, comes to work every day, does his thing. And obviously last week during the bye week, when the younger guys get to, younger guys that are maybe in the 2 deep, but a lot of the younger guys, freshmen, sophomores, they sitting there getting the majority of the reps, playing really well. We heard Coach Dillingham talk about that on Monday. But even talk about it before the bye week, but Jeff Sims took pretty much mostly the snaps. Now, yes, it wasn't the Utah game plan installed, and Sam Levitt, talked to the media on Tuesday and talked to us on Tuesday. But he also, took snaps this week. So, but They were trying to manage it, work through it. So Sam Levitt will not play tomorrow night against Utah. So we will. I mean that. Yes, guys, I know it is tough. And if you think back to Cincinnati last year, like I said, Jeff Sims, they keyed up on Scadaboo and Sims, but now just so comfortable. And the way he's, well, I shouldn't speak for him, but I'm saying he looks a lot more comfortable. How about that? He looks a lot more comfortable, in this offense. And yes, if he needs to take off and run, can he do it? Yes. Can he snap the ball down the field like Levitt? Yeah. I mean, he can get the ball down the field as well too. So, for Coach Arroyo, it's going to be getting him that confidence early. For all quarterbacks, you can talk about it with Levitt. Some quick completion, short completion, just boom, see the ball getting out, being caught. And we'll see, Raleek Brown, running back. I mean, obviously leading rusher in the Big 12. Utah's going to take that challenge. We talked about, mentioned there obviously Kyle Whittingham and what their defense does. But look, Utah's going to take that challenge. But Raleek Brown, I mean, and still even Kyson Brown, Kanye Udo, another big physical back too. So we could see all three. But Jeff Sims, yeah, he's got the wheels to take off if he needs to. But again, he's not just looking to he's not just going to drop back and go, okay, first option is not open and run. So yes, it is bummer. And like I said, I put it out there when I was here at baseball. Some things got shifted around. So hence, that's why one-man band not on a 12, but how to get this baseball stuff. Because, it's Sun Devil baseball. It's a tradition. It's, the 5-time national champions. Granted, it's been a minute. And the last time that they were at the College World Series has also been a minute. And we've heard Coach Bloomquist on this program last year, that is the standard. It's not just, him saying it tongue in cheek because he played for, Pat Murphy. He was here and he lived it. So, this is a team that has, 21 College World Series appearances and 5, titles. Now, the last national championship was in 1981. Yes, I know some of you kids might have to look up what was around in 1981. I would say go get an encyclopedia and do it, but that's just translation for you guys. That's just go Google it. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where when you look at what Jeff Sims can do, yes, obviously Sam Levitt had won the starting job, and we've seen what Sam Levitt has done and become. And like Coach said, I mean, he's a competitor. Obviously, yes, they're monitoring him, and yes, he did practice, but just going to be unable to go. And yeah, if you can't be you against any defense, yes, but I would say it's in football. But if you can't be Sam Levitt, you're not going against the Utah defense. You're not helping yourself or your team by trying to tough it out and go against a Utah defense. Sorry. Like, ain't going to happen. And, I can't wait to get some of the messages from SEC know-it-alls saying that they're quarterbacks. But, again, SEC know-it-alls, I will say this. We were talking about this. Actually, I was talking about this last night with some peeps. In the history of quarterbacking in conferences, and now the Big 12, but when it was the Pac-12 and the SEC, there are so many more quarterbacks that had very, very successful careers out of the Pac-12 than the SEC. I mean, you think of, I can go all the way back and think of Joe Namath. All right. And then obviously Peyton Manning. Yes. Eli Manning. Yes. Matthew Stafford. Again, even with Detroit, people are like, well, some people that are even worse SEC downers than I am or, can't stand them. Matthew Stafford talking with Detroit was still an absolute baller. So, I mean, and he's had success. Obviously, yes, he won a Super Bowl with the Rams and, Sean McVay, we know this. But you look at the Pac-12 quarterbacks, and yes, Super Bowl wins, Pac-10, Pac-12, yes, playoff wins. You compare, these quote unquote SEC. Justin Herbert too, telling about you kids want a street cred. Brian Flores, I mean, all that junk came out, whether it's true or not, whether Flores is people are just trying to pile on, but inevitably, and I tend to think he did. Brian Flores wanted Justin Herbert, not Tua. And again, I'm not saying it because of the injuries. I feel bad for Tua, and I also said nobody should, tell him if cannot play. Obviously, you want the health and safety of the person to matter, to be the most important thing, and to matter to them the most. And I'm not saying for Tua it doesn't, but Justin Herbert, all the junk that was talked, he turned the ball over, and Tua this and that. Tua played against soft competition too because of their pathetic non-conference schedules. And we're not going to have a whole conversation on that now. But again, Justin Herbert, if he would have left the year before, he probably would have been the number one pick. He wanted to come back, try and win a national title. The Sun Devils that night, that beautiful Thursday night or was it Friday? Was it a Friday night? It's either Thursday or Friday night game. But either way, that beautiful night in Tempe, the Ducks came and just got absolutely sizzled by Sparky's pitchfork. And the Devils beat him. But Justin Herbert, but you can't coach 6'5". You can't coach that arm strength. And again, I'm not saying Tua doesn't have a strong arm, but it's not as big as Justin Herbert's. But the Chargers, hey, they benefited from it. Good for you. Brian Flores wasn't happy. All that mess happened. But when I look at quarterbacks, SEC, again, you can go look it up, and then you can try and send me something because I've done it. I've researched it. I don't need to sit there and go back and forth. You look it up, and you talk to me about it because that, my friends, is that's the biggest thing. But, yeah, quarterback-wise, like I said, Jeff Sims, again, very capable. Yes, experienced. Yes, was he at Georgia Tech? Yes, was he at Nebraska? But he stayed here. He could have transferred after last year, and again, maybe he would have been starting somewhere. I'm not going to doubt that he would have been starting somewhere. We're gonna have don't worry, I got pass run on under this. It's Friday. But that's the thing, guys. Again, he's not Sam Levitt, but they'll be able to run the offense. So again, Coach Arroyo, love Coach Arroyo. Obviously, seen what he's done. They're going to put him in positions, and there'll be adjustments need to be made, but it is a bummer, but it did break. And so it was confirmed. I did confirm it. And Sam Levitt. So unless they're doing a total, total 180 and an okey doke on us, just to get Utah thinking it. And then Sam Levitt comes out like Willis Reed. Again, Google that, kids. Willis Reed coming in the Garden, or even, I guess you could do Paul Pierce, but Willis Reed was, he didn't have to be taken off in the, that was, anyway, you hoopsters know. But that being said, so that is tomorrow night. That's what's going down. Volleyball tonight, Colorado, kids. It is going to be absolutely awesome. Colorado's number 24. We just took down the Devils, not we, the volleyball team, but whatever, Sun Devil Nation. The volleyball team for us took down number 16 Baylor, number 8 looking to take down number 24 Colorado, again, in their conference. That's ranked, Big 12. Rocking it in volleyball. The Devils have not lost at home. 7 p.m. tonight, Desert Financial Arena. Come on. I mean, again. And it's one of those things where if you haven't been out there to see them, but you got to make a choice tonight because here's the other issue. Here's the other great problem to have. Hockey is playing Notre Dame at 7 p.m. tonight in the Desert Classic. They take on Notre Dame, and then Quinnipiac is taking on Alaska Anchorage. Then that's going to get underway at 3:00. So yes, but at 7 p.m. it can either be a DFA for volleyball, a mullet for hockey. But either way, you need to be at one, jamming those Sun Devil vibes. Absolutely giving it hockey again, looking for that first win, as we know. But with again, for not just outside of not winning the games, just an awesome display of 2 games against Penn State. Yes, the first game that was a little bit too long to get going, but still they battled back both games, had leads in both games. They had to battle back, get the lead in the first game. They had the lead in the first game, and then Penn State comes back and again wins the game. So look, 7 p.m. Desert Financial Arena, Mullet Arena, wherever you are tonight. But either way, you need to be in one of those arenas because it will be absolutely rocking. Again, if you don't have hockey tickets, get on over to volleyball, guys, because the 8th ranked team in the country is occupying this campus, the reigning Big 12 champs. And we've seen, again, Noemi Glover back healthy, and we've seen what, obviously, Bailey Miller, got to talk to her. I mean, Colby Neal, Jillian Neal's older sister, transferred in from Oregon. It's just a team that is rocking it. And then you look at, a local kid like Piper Rama came in last match against Baylor, and he served it out. She actually aced one of the end of this. I think it was the second set. the second set, I think she aced, got the ace to end the first or second set, either way. And yeah, I mean, a good defender too, obviously back there at libero. So look, Coach Van Neal's got a deep team. Get on out there. Hockey, if you're coming out to the Mullet Arena, then you guys know, how good, Coach Powers has a very good team. Yes, there are young guys back. Yes, there's transfers that came in. But, man, like I said, they got game legs under them now. They look good. They're taking on Notre Dame at 7 p.m. So that is that. But we're going to take a quick break. Oh, soccer, don't forget. Yes, soccer is also playing tonight. And they are on the road, though. Again, that would be insanely it would be impossible to get to all three. But the women's soccer team is at Colorado. They play Colorado as well tonight. So, yeah, it's a big ASU Colorado cross sports weekend here. But, yeah, they are at 6 o'clock ESPN Plus. So, again, if you're headed out to those games, you got the app, just boom, go to ESPN Plus, check out is this fun? No, it is soccer. I did it right, yeah. It is number 24, Colorado. Colorado's ranked 24th in soccer, as well as soccer and volleyball. They're both ranked 24th. That's crazy. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, they're 24 in soccer, women's soccer and women's volleyball. Hey, tip of the cap to the Buffs on that one. But sorry, kiddos, you're seeing the Sun Devils come in with the forks and all. So nonetheless, but yes, you guys, you need to either get on out to Mullet, get on out to DFA, and you will again be in for a hell of a Saturday night or Friday night. Saturday night, tomorrow night, there's just hockey. So again, get out. Devils will be playing again at 7 tomorrow night. Get on out to hockey. All is good. But hey, I want to step aside real quick. When we get back, we're going to obviously talk more about Sam Levitt not playing. Going to break down football and talk a little about what I saw at baseball here today. Even might play you some sound, so we'll see. But yeah, it's going to be an abridged show. I know it was late, but anyway, Pitchfork Lunchers, you guys rock. We'll be back on the norm on Monday. But yeah, there was no way with my schedule bouncing around that I was not going to come on. Obviously, talk about Sam Levitt, but this big weekend in Sun Devil Nation. So we'll step aside and more Pitchfork Lunch coming right up.
Style in this coaching group, it seems.
Audio Jungle.
All right, welcome back to Friday's edition, however you want to say it, of Pitchfork Lunch. Yes, I am Michael Caratino at Diablo00 on X, artist formerly known as the Twitter, and a little overcast today, but again, not going to complain here in a AZ as we get as we get closer to it cooling off. But yeah, a little overcast today. So rained last night, yesterday actually. Not normal Arizona rain, but either way, won't go there. But yes, I am Michael Caratino at Diablo00 on X, artist known as the Twitter. Check us out live there every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. My IG, Michael.Caratino.5. YouTube, guys, again, you need to subscribe to the channel. Oh, by the way, forks up to the new subscribers. Much appreciated, man. Keep it going. Get it out there. Let's go, because I'm bringing you all around, in and through Sun Devil country. So let's do it, or Sun Devil Nation, as you can say. But yeah, so go to YouTube. It's at Evans and Michael V's and Victory Season Champ 005 at MVC005 on YouTube. All right, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to play Coach Arroyo from Wednesday, guys, because I know quite a few people didn't see it. I just got some messages saying, hey, what else did Coach Arroyo say? So we're going to do Coach Arroyo scrum from Wednesday. Normally I wouldn't, because I already did. But again, with Sam Levitt not starting, and I'm pretty sure he does mention Jeff Sims in there, but just talking about Utah anyway. So again, without further ado, here is Sun Devil offensive coordinator Marcus Arroyo.
Played against this style and this coaching group, it seems like, for decades since I was a player. I mean, it's how long this group's been up there. They coach them really, really well. They're really strong. They're really big up front. Really good man coverage. They're really well with their techniques. They've run this same system with the same alignment for a really long time, and they recruit to that. They do a really, really good job. They don't beat themselves. They know where to get lined up. They can line up really late, know what they're doing. So it's going to be a great test.
Marcus, what do you feel would be the factors to get the red zone offense more productive and get in the end zone?
Well, I mean, we got to be more productive, obviously, because first there's a bunch of plays down there that we killed ourselves. We've got a bunch of penalties. We've got more penalties and holding calls than we've had collectively right now over the course of last season. And we put ourselves in some positions that are unadvantageous to put yourself in effective in that area. Got to win your one-on-ones. Got to get creative in some ways that maybe we thought we could take advantage of. And make the change. I'm excited to see how these guys obviously get gone 2 weeks.
What did you like about Wade Helton? He came in against TCU and bodes well for his future.
The first thing is his personality. He's so eager to play. It's really nice to see a guy come off the bench and be that fired up. He's been that eager all year to get in there. He's got a lot of background with the position even as a young guy. I just say this whole last week and this week together, having him in there snapping the ball on the bench has been awesome, because he's just been excited to be in there. He likes to play football, and anybody in the trenches who likes to play football that much and not get recognized, they don't have these stats usually. It's always awesome for us to see.
A lot of targets outside of Jordan have really been making timely plays lately. Like Malik had that 15-yard catch on third down. Jaron had that 44-yard catch after.
Yeah.
How much do those guys raise the ceiling of the offense, and especially with Jalen Moss coming back?
Yeah, I mean, being able to spread the ball a little bit around is obviously helps your offense when you're not targeting on such a dynamic player like Jordan. Because you see guys step up and watch guys like Jaron make some big plays and start to really come to life. We've seen Shimon do that. Leak's making his plays. It just helps you spread the field a little bit more and take a little bit off the light off Jordan, obviously, who's a really special player. We know how much we target him. But those guys are contributing factors to things like the red zone and third down that got to step up, because we can spread it around a little bit more, and those guys got to become more effective and find ways to utilize them.
Yesterday when Sam Levitt was talking, he opened up on how he thinks he put too much on his shoulders with the preseason expectations, and he said that you were someone that he leaned on a lot to kind of recenter himself. How have you seen him grow mentally throughout the year?
Sam's a special kid, special individual. I think we spent a lot of time in the bye week of getting grounded and trying to be human again. This game in this situation, and the narratives can lift you really high and slam you really hard if you let it. And I think he can get carried away. I think it says a lot about Sam to be able to open up and say that. There's a lot of humility in the ability to say I was maybe focused or distracted or
So there was a Marcus Arroyo from Wednesday. Marcus Arroyo, pardon me, from Wednesday, and he so you're talking to me. I mean, obviously he's talking about Sam. I get that. We get that. We all get that. But we all get that. But at the same time, it's one of those things where it's, like you said, but he said earlier too, and Jeff comes to work every day, and he's doing his thing. So that, to me, my friends, is, again, back and forth. You're not going to get as many snaps, but he did last week. It's a bye week fell then, and during the week, obviously Sam did take, like you said, snaps like he normally would with the first team. Jeff obviously got his snaps in the rotation as well, but. So I mean, look, Utah, the defense. I talked about it. I mean, ASU though, 19 sacks. 19 sacks, tied for third or fourth in the nation, guys. In the nation, not just the Big 12, third or fourth in the nation. So that front four. Talked to Clayton Smith this week. They're getting after it. So So tomorrow night against Utah on good old ESPN. Don't forget. But Jeff Sims will be starting. So, but volleyball, like I said tonight, Colorado, number 24 in the country. And they I mean, you look at it right now, the Big 12 standings, by the way. Colorado's 5-0 in conference, 14-2 overall. 2-0 at home, 3-0 on the road. So they're unblemished on the road, coming into somewhere where the team doesn't lose at home. The Devils 4-0, looking to go to 5-0, drop Colorado to 5-1, but 13-2 overall. They have won 7 in a row. By the way, Colorado's won 5 in a row. The Devils have won 7 in a row. I know I mentioned that the other day. But 2-0 in conference at home, 2-0 on the road. And they've won 4 straight in conference. So, as you guys can tell. And they've won 4 straight in conference and 7 overall. So, but a big matchup. Obviously, Baylor was too. Baylor fell to 4-2. They're 9-5 now, but still, obviously, you see what a good team Baylor is. But for Colorado, I mean, they I don't think they have anybody from Arizona. I thought they did. Maybe even that was it would have been last season, 2 seasons ago. There is no Arizona players, any players from Arizona that are on this Colorado Buffalo team, which is led by head coach Jesse Mahoney, by the way. For those that didn't know, figured I'd help you out with that. But I mean, you look at this team and there we go. Well, they like to feed Anna Burilovich a lot. She has played 52 sets. She has, guys, 249 kills. And Coach Van Niel was asked about her actually after the Baylor win, but they do that. But that's 4.79 kills per set, guys. That is insane. Just basically almost 5 kills per set. But yeah, she leads the team with 249. Behind her with 137 is Sydney Jordan. Like I said, he's got 137, and then you have Kayla Payne, who's got 111 kills, and Lily Dwinnell's at 94, so just short of 100, but still 689 kills. But yeah, they look to go to Burilovich a lot, and Anna's delivers, guys. I mean, again, I know when you hear the numbers, it overstates the obvious, but and they have 98 aces on the season, and Burilovich has 31 of those. Sydney Jordan is behind her at 24. And then the only other person, again, not that they're easy to do, but if they have another person, say only the other person in double digits, Sarah Morton. She has 10 aces. So, but 98 is a team to their opponent's 50. Guys, I told you yesterday it would be a heavyweight matchup because I had this in my notes, and looking at my notes again, like heavyweight matchup. So again, get on out to Desert Financial Arena, 7 p.m. If you're not going to be at Mullet Arena, 7 p.m. for the hockey game. That, and again, women's soccer, 6 p.m., ESPN Plus. And yeah, the Devils, you need to bounce back. They need to win. Keep that momentum going because they beat Cincinnati on that trip, Cincinnati, West Virginia, and they lost to West Virginia, 2-0. And this team hasn't lost back-to-back games. I mean, they won. No, they didn't lose for a while. They beat Nevada, they tied Texas, and then they wheeled off 7 wins in a row. Drew had the, park the bus Oklahoma State team, and it was a 0-0 draw. And then they lost to UCF 3-2, but turned around and beat Cincinnati 1-0, and then lost to West Virginia. So they have not lost back-to-back games. So we'll see what they can do again. 6 p.m. ESPN Plus. I'm pretty sure from what I saw, Ella Kettles. Hopefully, I got to get an update on her. But again, hopefully, just feeling better, being able to move around, do things, because that was again a tough play, tough hit that she took. Or tough tackle again that she took, but nonetheless, don't think she'll be playing. But yeah, it's a team that you got number 24 Colorado, and but they can play with anybody. I will say that. So but that is at 6 p.m. So again, Sam Levitt not playing tomorrow night. It was confirmed to me, and people put it out there. I saw some people put it out there. I hadn't had it confirmed yet. So, but I was digging while here at baseball, confirmed, and the team's actually on the field now. Getting a little fall practice in. Got the practice unis on, so always awesome to see that. But yeah, so but that's going to do it. So look, 7 p.m. tonight, Mullet Arena or Desert Financial Arena. Hit me up at Diablo00 on XR, formerly known as Twitter. Let me know what you're going to be doing. Either hockey, volleyball, whatever works for you. So yes, wherever you're going to be, again, hit me up at Diablo00 on XR, formerly known as Twitter. Again, show live there. Usually every day, Monday to Friday, 12 to 1. Today, late, but again, doesn't matter why we're here. It'll be up on the YouTube. You can go watch again. So X, my IG, Michael.Character.5, and the YouTube channel again at Evans and Michael V and Victory C and Champ 005 at MVC 005 on YouTube. And guys, and subscribe. So good. Have a phenomenal rest of your Friday, however you want to call it. I will see you Monday. Normal same bat time, normal same bat channel. as we go over the weekend, see what hockey did, see what football does. Again, with no Sam Levitt, soccer, volleyball, yes, all in Sun Devil Nation. It's absolutely rocking it. So, yeah, gonna get out of here. Have a phenomenal rest of your Friday. I will see you Monday, and you guys know it. It is hashtag our state. Thanks to reigning Big 12 champs women's volleyball for always for reminding me of that last year, but making sure I always knew it. It is hashtag our state. Go Devils, and as always, you guys know it. Forks up.
I went to Arizona State. Right. I'm a Sun Devil, man.
The 27-yard line. That's a great call. Playmaker. Plummer will put it up. Throws over the middle. Poole, touchdown. Quick flag.
3rd down and 5. Levitt swings it to Scadaboo. Scadaboo breaks defenders. Here he goes again.
Scadaboo is the running back, and he is immediately met in the backfield, runs through the contact, and then throws a shoulder for good measure.
Chuck this defense here. That is true. High in the air. Right center field. Brandon Compton. Welcome to 2025.
This one the other way. Still going back. That's the drag. Walks up and down. Edwards pulls off and buries it. Richardson drives out for Robbie Ryan. Hurt 3 right on the money.
Takes his shot for Darby. Flag out. Doesn't matter.